We are already in the beginning of that crazy pump that we do see in the market, where coin do 100% in a single day, 200% in a single day, 300%, and in some cases, market can even do 500% in a single day. This is just the beginning, in my opinion, and most especially after tomorrow's CPI data, number one, and secondly, the Fed interest rate next week. This is very important. It's key to market begin to make crazy move all the way to the upside, and this is my personal opinion. Not only that, if you come to coin market cap, you discover that the altcoin index that I've been talking about on this channel to do 60, 70 over 100, so that we begin to see the beginning of that very significant move all the way to the upside. Market is now 59. Okay, so we are gradually entering into the point of aggressive pump in the market. So all of this and many more in this very video. Pay attention, watch the video all the way to the very end. So the first one here is the price of Bitcoin. So I was talking about the price of Bitcoin on the channel, on the Telegram channel, and I made mention of the fact that this very week on the channel, that was on Monday, that the market is going to have significant bullish move, okay, moving upward, and exact same thing. So if you are on this channel right here, I made mention of the fact that in my personal opinion, I want to see the market to move upward, and that is exact same thing we see at this very point. So I made mention of that fact right here. Okay, a lot of altcoin will have little bullish recovery this week. No this and no peace. And then I made mention of the fact that I said it, and this is my personal opinion, and this is very important for you to be in the right direction of market. So I share this very price action on Pepe. Pepe is up. I shared this on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is moving upward, and the breakout here is going to be very, very significant for Bitcoin as well. And that is why, if you look at where the market is right now on the price of Bitcoin, you discover that this is a level I want the market to break. Market has broken out. What next for this very coin? In my opinion, I am expecting that the market move upward, in as much as, if you notice the way market was moving, approaching this very area, we discovered that the market was creating higher highs right at this very point. Okay, market was moving into the resistance, and when you see this kind of higher highs into resistance, meanwhile market was maintaining this very resistance level right at this point, it means a breakout is imminent, and this is 80-90% of the time, and that is exact same thing we see right here. Market broke out. So what next for the market is what I want to talk about in this very video right now. What I'm expecting is for the market to continue upward. However, this very move is not going to last long. What that means is market should move upward, okay, because we have a very good level at this very point, okay, at this very point of 115 and 116k dollars. Okay, so market should move up, and then afterward we should see market come back down to retest here for support, and then continuation to the upside. This is my personal opinion, and the most important thing I'm waiting for is for the CPI data to be out tomorrow, because that is going to really impact on the market. Okay, and one thing very important here is it will depend on the data from the CPI, and if the market move this much, okay, approaching tomorrow into this very area of 116 and 117 k dollars for Bitcoin, it means that if that CPI data comes out, market is going to come back down. This is my personal opinion. It's going to make the market come back down, despite if it's good for crypto or it's bad for crypto. This is simple technical analysis you must have to know. So when market has already moved prior to CPI data, from the historical standpoint and statistical standpoint, I do observe that if market has moved, okay, and the data is released, if it's good for crypto, it's going to still come back down, because market has already moved. That perception that is going to be good for crypto has already made people to buy even before that very news is released. And this is one of the key fundamental when it comes to on-chain data and fundamental analysis. You must know how to do that analysis properly, have an edge in the market with your fundamental and your on-chain data. This is what is going to really make you be in the right direction of the market most of the time. So what I'm expecting is for the market to move upward. However, market is going to come back down to retest this very level, and then market is going to move upward. So the most important thing is don't take a trade right here. Allow the market to move upward and then let it come back down, because of course market can go below this very point. If market come back down, which is what I'm expecting, market move upward, come back down and go below here before the final move to the upside, especially once we see the CPI data comes out tomorrow, which is going to have a great impact, either positive or negative, in the market. So this is what I am expecting and paying attention to on this very Bitcoin price action on the immediate short term. This is very important, guys. And like I told you, that the market have capacity of coming into this very area. This is the $107,000. I know a lot of people were talking about market coming back to 100K, but for me, I wanted to see a significant breakout here, which the market did not do. And right now, market is moving upward. Breaking out here is very important. Market should move up a little bit and then come back down, retest, and move upward again for the price of Bitcoin. And if you look at the price of Ethereum, Ethereum has not made any significant move, and what I am expecting is still very much the same. And that very thing points to the fact that the markets have this very point of important resistance. In fact, that is what is resisting the market from moving upward with this very bullish candle. And right now, if markets go below here, it's not going to be favorable for the market on ETH, not at all. So this very area is a range that the market has maintained over time, and we will not be deaf ear to this very range, because anything that happened to the market within this range mean that is the direction the market is going to pick up for in the next 1 week. In my opinion, pay attention in the next 1 week. And I'm not missing word. And this is my personal opinion, of course. So from here, a market break here is going to make the market to move upward in the next 1 week, in my opinion. And if market break downward, it's going to make the market to move down in the next 1 week as well. And my 1 week perspective is from historical price data and statistical standpoint. This is what I am looking at right now. So what you need to do on the price of ETH is to wait for that breakout to happen, either on this level of resistance right here or on this level of support, which is very, very important. As you can see, market has been ranging within this very area for about 2 weeks now. And this is what you must have to pay attention to be in the right direction of the market. And if you come to the price of Pi, you see Pi have been maintaining a very steady move at this very point, and this is our point of interest right at this very area. And this point of interest have been here for a very long time, and right now market seems to be moving within this very choppy area. So this is a choppy market, not ranging, because you can actually trade a ranging market. On the 4-hour time frame, you discover that you can't trade this very area. So it is a choppy market. So choppy markets is not favorable for both market participants, buyers and sellers alike. But what I'm looking at is for market to come into this area a little bit, okay, grab liquidity before the next move to the upside on the price of Pi. This is my personal opinion. Market can break out. Of course, if I see the market break out right here, then I'll be very sure that market is going to achieve this very point right at this very area. That means if we see the market break out with a bullish candle right at this point, then I'm sure market is going to hit this very target, in my opinion. And if the market come back down, I will not be surprised, because that will be a liquidity grab for me before the market will continue moving upward again. So this is what I am looking at on the price of Pi right now. So 70% chance market is going to come back down to grab liquidity before the next move upward, and 30% chance we're going to see a breakout here on this level of important resistance, and market is going to achieve this very target on this very area of interest. Very, very important on price action right now, or the price of Pi USDT 4-hour chart. And one other thing very important here is the price of Solana. You discover that the price of Sol have been moving all the way to the upside, and the reason is because of the Sol ETF. Okay, a lot of companies are now filing for Solana ETF, and it has been talk of the town, and market has been responding to that very ETF. However, if you look at this very price action, it is covered that market has really moved from here up to where the market is right now, and we should not expect the market to continue in this very formation because for the market to have health, to continue moving all the way to the upside, we want to see the market pull back or correct, then the next move to the upside. And that is why I am of the opinion that from this point of 223, that is $223, to this very area of 230, okay, market should retrace back down, okay, to this very area, and then the next move to the upside. This is my personal opinion on this very price action right now. So what I am expecting is for the market to come into this very area for retracement, despite the fact that the rumor for the ETF is very, very pronounced, and a lot of major companies have been filing for this very ETF for SOL. Market is moving upward, and once that approval comes in, it's going to spice up the price of SOL as well. Market is going to move upward. But from technical standpoint, since the market has moved all the way to this very area, within this very zone, okay, I want to see the market correct into this very point before the next move to the upside. This is very important on the price of Solana USDT for our chart from now moving forward. And this is what you need to pay attention to as well to be in the right direction of the market. Don't go and buy right here. It's very wrong. Why can't you buy at this very point when the price was low? As a good buyer, always buy at discount and sell at premium. Buy at discount and sell at premium. That is what good traders do. A good trader don't sell right at this very point, okay? You don't sell here and you don't buy here. If you do that, then you don't know what you're doing, of course, when it comes to technical analysis. So this is what you must have to pay attention to. And one of the things I do tell people is that don't chase price. What that means is, let's say, for example, you saw the price of SOL at this very point and you have an intention to buy. And of course, before you come back, market has already moved up to this very area. Don't jump into the market at this point based on the fact that you miss entering at this very area. That means you are chasing price, okay? You are not really entering based on market perspective from technical standpoint, and market is not going to move much in your favor before it begin to come back down. And that will put you in a very difficult situation most of the time when it comes to technical analysis. So what you do, if you were supposed to enter here and market move before you come, market has come into this very point, you relax yourself. Don't do anything. Allow the market to continue that movement upward. Of course, it's going to come back down to give you a discount buy price. And this is what you need to do, okay, when it comes to technical analysis. And if you come to the price of Doge, it is clear that Dogecoin have been making a lot of waves all the way to the upside. And this is as a result of the fact that companies are now filing for Doge ETF. And you can say this is a meme coin. This is a meme coin, but this is the #1 meme token that is on the market. Very, very important. And if they begin to file for Doge, which is a meme token, then I'm also looking at company begin to file for the next second and third meme token in the market. That is Shiba and Pepe. That time will come when company will begin to file for ETF for this very meme token. I mean Shiba and Pepe, because these are the three most valuable meme coin by market cap, and this is very, very interesting. So from here, market has broken out already. It is covered that market move all the way from here, broke out of this level of resistance, continue this movement, consolidation, market is moving upward. Of course, in as much as I know that there is this rumor about the ETF for Doge, companies, very few have started filing for Doge ETF. However, I don't expect crazy move upward anymore. Market should do a little bit, okay, into this very area of 0.25, okay, and 0.26 around this point. So within this area, market should come back down, okay? So market can move a little bit upward, just a little bit upward, not much, from where the market is right now at this very point into this area, and then correction to the downside. This is what you must have to watch as well if you want to really be in the right direction of the market from now moving forward. This is my personal opinion, okay? And if you come to coin market cap, like I said earlier, you discover that the global crypto market capitalization have increased significantly to $3.94 trillion from what we saw last week of 3.77. So there is a good liquidity influx into the market right now. So that inflow is very, very strategic. Why? Because the Fed interest rate is next week, which I believe a lot of people are gathering momentum to take advantage of the next pump into the end of this very year. And if you look at the altcoin index, 59 over 100, which means let's just assume this is 60 over 100, and I want to see the beginning. Like I said earlier, this is my personal opinion, this is the beginning of that pump in the market. So between 60 70 is the beginning of the pump, and between 85 to 90 is aggressive pump on the price of altcoin. I repeat myself again, between 60 70 over 100 on the altcoin index is the beginning of the crazy pump in the price of altcoin. From 85 to 90 and above is aggressive pump in the price of altcoins, and this is super important, and I want to see this before the end of this year, in my opinion. So this is what I am expecting right now on these various charts. Doge, we have Solana, we have this very point Pi, we have Ethereum, and we have BTCUSDT. What do you think about this very price action on Bitcoin? Do you think market is going to go in my predicted direction of market moving upward a little bit before the next retest and the market move upward? What do you think on the price of Bitcoin? What of Ethereum? Do you think market is going to break here or at this very point? Comments below the comment section of this very video. I want to see what you are thinking about the market right now. And of course, if you've not joined our Telegram channel, I can tell you are missing a lot of price update right here, real-time price update analysis, on-chain data, and fundamental analysis that's going to help you a lot. Most especially, Signal is going to be coming in very, very soon after the CPI data tomorrow. Don't miss out on anything. This can be the last chance for us to see an aggressive bull market. Join right now, link in the description of this video, and also in the pinned comment. It is a free channel. Consider supporting this channel by leaving a like for this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on the bell notification for more crypto videos like this one. Also check the channel for other crypto content. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.